so we got dollar yen pair here, doing a head and shoulders reversal. This is the 4-hour time frame. Just a quick, not anything special type trade. As you see right here, you got the reversal point. So, everybody is thinking that dollar's going down the tubes because of Donald Trump, this, that, the other. But in reality, people are going to get caught out. Head and shoulders pattern is going to finish up here and then eventually end up breaking through this point. Looks like we got a nice resistance up here, briefly broke through that, and so this head and shoulders pattern is going to be what breaks through that, because there guaranteed are a lot of sellers on dollar yen right now. Everybody is thinking safe haven flows. Everybody is thinking Donald Trump is going to tear the country down. So despite high inflation, fiscal policy is going to be responsible for geopolitical chaos. And, a lot of the times when presidential uncertainty is at play, people do jump on safe haven flows, which is the perfect time for big banks to get in the opposite direction. You see the accumulation zone right here. You see what looks to be a head and shoulders pattern that's continuing the downtrend. It is not. This is not a head and shoulders reversal or continuation pattern. This in fact is a liquidity grab. So anybody that is short here thinking that this is a head and shoulders continuation pattern, strongly suggest that you get out now and you reverse your position, because very, very soon you will see this head get punctured, and by the time this head gets punctured here, everybody will be trapped in this trade on the short side. Classic short squeeze. Don't let yourself be one of those people, guys. This is not, I know it looks like this. It looks like a head and shoulders continuation that's gonna break the neckline. I actually wasn't sure at first either, which is why, because I at first identified this trade a few bars back around here, probably like 2 days ago. So I said, okay, well, it does look like a head and shoulders reversal, but something about it kind of screams liquidity grab. I don't really know exactly what it was about it, but something about it kind of, I don't know if it was the roundness at the bottom. I've been doing this a really long time, so I kind of have intuition with regard to certain things. Sorry if I can't put it into exact words for you guys, but head and shoulders patterns, typically you get a sense for what's legit and what's not, I should say. So I was actually short here, and I'm not short. I was going long here, and then I kind of was like, well, let me wait for a little bit more confirmation. So I went ahead and closed out at break even here, and there is the confirmation. So we got, as you guys know, head and shoulders, it's breaking downwards. So this rounding out right here at the bottom of the left shoulder or the right shoulder next to it, this is, for me anyways, confirmation. You know, depending on what you look at for confirmation, some people may look at the actual breaking of the shoulder itself, or the breaking of the head up top. Me, because I've been doing this for a long time, I know what to look for. This rounding out next to what should be what is trying to be portrayed as the left shoulder. This rounding out is clear increasing buying pressure at the bottom of, you know, what typically is a fake out, where the market is made to look as if it's continuing in one direction by way of a number of different patterns. In this situation, a head and shoulders continuation pattern, and then it rounds that pattern out, traps all the sellers, and then runs the price up. So you guys will be seeing that. Let's see, this video I'm going to be posting. I want to give the trade some more time to progress. So I guess I'll be posting this probably on Sunday. Today's Friday, so I may actually wait and give this trade another week to post, so that it can so I can show you guys what I mean by everything that I've said so far, as far as this being a fake out and the head and shoulders actually being here. So drop down, you see big institutional buy right here, boom. All right, this is what you guys would consider to be a order block, right? So this is the drop down into the liquidity pool, pull straight back through. You see the imbalance zone right here, and you see that the price has maintained above that imbalance level, and now you got the head and shoulders that looks to be a head and shoulders continuation, but in reality is the start of a new trend, an uptrend. So I will keep you guys posted on this. You guys will see the progress on this. I'm going to take the trade off probably here is where it should get out. This is around the 85 level, but I'm looking at all the different psychological levels that they have in this area to pick my exact spot to get out, because although it's going to be ultimately going up way further than even here, I want to get out. This is just a quick one-off, just, you know, I just see it and jump in type trade. This isn't a serious trade for me. You know, I want to get in before any type of mid-level retracement. I will get out, I should say, before any type of mid-level retracement. So we're going to have to look at the economic calendar next week. This trade should probably be going on for about maybe 10 days or so before it hits take profit, and that's at the most. So we're going to save this trade for next week and release it when it actually is up around its intended take profit, for me anyways, the first take profit. And I'll actually show you guys, in case you guys don't know, how I reached the take profit zone. I don't use fibs. I did use fibs when I was training with my mentor. It is a good way to get into trades, not necessarily for me anyways. Getting out of trades, prefer pivot points, and I'll talk to you guys more about that. So, you know, usually small events, pivot point 1, mid-level events, pivot point 2, super high events, shocker interest rate type events, pivot point 3 and beyond. Talk to you guys more about that later on. But for right now, I'm just gonna leave this trade on, go back to quantum, and we're going to be doing some more testing today. Market's going to be closing in about another hour, so this isn't going anywhere until later or next week. Don't have anything to really show you anymore past this right now for this trade, other than maybe if you guys do want to see one thing. So the market will also a lot of the time show you the weakening process. So what I mean by that, you see how these the wicks are angled right here. If you zoom in, you can literally see the wicks angled. This one's the tallest, this one's lower, this one's the tallest, this one's lower, and we're here. So now we're pretty much at the breaking point. Sellers have lost control of the market, and as I said before, this rounding out process right here shows that buyers are in control of this situation. So I feel comfortable, even though technically you're supposed to wait for the break for a head and shoulders entry. I don't typically do that. As long as I see what I need to see ahead of the break, and I already see everything that I need to see here. So good with this. This is going to be a profitable trade, and I will show you guys as it progresses later on. Hopefully by next week, our next blog drop on Quantum Edge, you will see the full trade, and I'll walk you through step by step. All right, guys, see you later.